Hello, this is Therapist Gamer here. Today's topic is help. My significant other is gaming too much. What do I do if my significant other is gaming too much? I want to take a look at the options. I think there are a few basic options that a person can take if they find that their spouse or loved one is gaming too much. The first assumption that we have to make is that we're not talking about an addiction here. We're just talking about game overuse. It's important to consider the reasons why your spouse or loved one may be spending too much time gaming. Are there additional stresses in their life that they can't effectively deal with in any other way? Are they avoiding you for some reason? Are they depressed or anxious? If these are concerns that you might have, you'll likely have to fix them before the person can adjust their gaming habits. There's a few things that don't work when it comes to trying to get your significant other to cut down on their gaming. The biggest one is what I call hinting around. Hinting around is not going to get a person to change their behavior. You have to talk to your significant other. You have to talk to your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your wife. The other thing that's not going to work is pulling away or putting distance between you and the other person. The problem with this tactic is that the other person is not likely to recognize that you put distance between yourself and them, simply because their gaming habits are already putting too much distance between you and them. There's a few options to take when it comes time to try and get your loved one to stop gaming as much as they do. I'm going to take a look at these in order of least to most potential damage. The first option that you have to consider is simply talking to them to ask them if they recognize how much their gaming is impacting you and themselves. We've talked in several videos about how overuse of gaming can start to impact the gamer as well as the people around the gamer, and this is one of those times when it can be helpful to express how much their gaming is impacting you. The thing to remember when you talk to your loved one about any potential problems or concerns that you might have is that you want to keep anger out of it. You want to keep threats out of it. You want to keep aggression and frustration out of it. None of these things are going to be helpful if you're trying to convince a loved one to cut down on their gaming. When it's time to talk to a loved one about difficult things, try and go back to the basics of communication. Use I statements, I feel, I want, and use self-expression. Be very clear and concise about the things that you want and desire and your concerns and your fears. Don't blame, don't accuse, and don't hurt. The second option that you can take is what I call offering incentives. Incentives can be a powerful way to change a person's behavior. What you're going to be saying to the person is you want them to spend more time with you, and they'll get this in return, whatever this is. Now, a big downside to offering incentives is that the other person is going to feel manipulated oftentimes. They're going to feel as though their time and attention are commodities rather than something valuable that they really are giving away to their loved ones out of respect or love. These thoughts and feelings can often lead to resentment and hurt and anger. At this point, I think we should address the use of punishment or consequences. This usually looks something like this. Okay, he's not spending time with me, so I'm going to sabotage his gaming system. I'm going to sabotage his time gaming. Or I'm going to stay out late with my friends. Or I'm going to spend money on frivolous things for myself to teach him a lesson. Don't do it. It's going to backfire. There's one key for adjusting gaming behavior that's critical. Gaming must be replaced with some other positive stress-reducing activity. Don't expect your loved one to stop gaming and just sit in front of the TV if that activity is not a stress reducer for them. Spend time and fun times engaging and spend time together. Go out, go to dinner, go to the park. Encourage other activities and hobbies. Remember that gaming gets overused because it is such a highly effective way to deal with stress. If you can't replace that stress reducer for the gamer, then they're going to go back to the gaming because that's one of the few ways that they have to reduce stress in their life. And we all need those ways to reduce stress in our lives. This has been a short overview about the steps that you can take if you feel that a loved one is overusing gaming. Again, we're not talking about addiction here. We're not talking about this person can't stop gaming. We're talking about this person needs to stop gaming and put their time and energy into other areas of their lives, including their relationships. Relationships are important. Relationships are vital. This has been The Therapist Gamer. Like or subscribe to my channel if you feel like it's been helpful for you. And I look forward to talking to you guys again next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.